We are checking out the garden. Jono has been on the digger this week and has levelled this right out, got rid of all the tree stumps. Not sure if Sam can flip back to a week or so before when it was not so nice, but it's all levelled out now. The tree stumps are out. We've relocated the shed because I think we're going to keep that because it needs a bit of paint and a few repairs, but it's not horrific and past the point of being used. So we've repurposed that, but picked it up from this area, and it's made the patio really open itself up, which is nice. We've got a delivery of sleepers, some wooden sleepers, so we're going to rebuild this because I don't think this wall's very nice. So we're going to put some nice sleepers here as the boundary. This will be turfed, nice steps going up, then get some plants all along that back wall to really just drown out the road and make that look a little bit nicer. Some replacement fence panels going in that have been delivered. And the garden is starting to take shape. The difficulty is just doing that in between, trying to get the final snag bits done on the inside. But the goal was 8 weeks. I think we're going to be 9 weeks. But as I said before, I've learned things always take longer than you thought they were going to take. But compared to some other projects, this has been very smooth. Touch wood. It continues to stay that way. But yeah, no, happy, positive, it's looking good. A few more bits to do and we can push on and get this on the market.
Same size as this window, and I can just shove it in here and get rid of it because it's been sitting there for
It's a big window though, isn't it?
Yeah, but so is my downstairs lounge.
Yeah, true.
If it fits,
Could measure it, couldn't we?
If it fits, I'll put it in there because I've been sitting in my garage for ages and it's been pissing me off. I don't want it. Sorry, no camera. Beep. Have you seen this?
Kitchen's looking really good. Yeah, you've done a nice job with that.
What's annoying is I didn't think that they'd bring this unit here. So
I like the underlit stuff. What have you done? Just put LED strips? Oh, nice. Yeah. Lovely job.
It's annoying that I didn't realise I'd put the wires in before.
No, it looks good. Smart. We changed the handle on that as well.
Yeah.
So that opens a lot nicer.
That sound's coming in, you could go, "Quita!"
Yeah. Happy days.
Oh, we actually need to cut the back out of this because there's a socket there. Someone could put their microwave.
Ah, that's a brilliant idea.
No.
Yes, that is a very good idea. Because it always looks an eyesore having your microwave out on the sides, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if we can do that, happy days. It's going to look lovely. Well, when we're doing the windowsill?
So
you're going to tile that, aren't you? Yeah.
I'm going to go on here, on there, and then upstairs. It'll all be the same. So here.
Keep it consistent throughout.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Some different place from when we first.
So everything, all the architrave, everything just needs a second coat, doesn't it, John?
Yeah, top coat. Really.
Yeah.
Finish it off.
You going gloss or matte?
Satin.
Satin.
That.
Happy days.
Do you not like satin?
No, I'm not phased either way. Just grateful for it to be painted.
Yeah. This smells on.
Yeah. Yeah, lovely. And that'd be lovely when the flooring goes in.
I miss the rotting dog smell. Oh.
I really do not.
Any tenants that come in, you've got to tell them, don't dig up this corner here.
Well, hopefully they won't be digging it up anyway.
Because they'll find a dog that was buried a year ago.
Oh, that's really sad. I'm really confused though because someone told me that the guy was here before his dog moved out with him. And then another neighbour's told you he's buried his dog here.
Well, he might have had another dog, so I think he may have had 2.
Multiple dogs, bless him.
But
that's sad. Well, we're going to lay some nice turf there, aren't we, anyway, so I don't think anyone will be digging it up anyway. Let him rest in peace in there.
Yeah.
Right, let's look at this patio.
Yeah.
There's no way that we could lay over the top of this, is there? As a base.
Doesn't really.
No?
Yeah, but they're not a step here. No, I know what your concern is like the blend.
The blend of that to lovely tiles is just going to look silly. My original idea was bring the fence back to there to section that bit off so you could put another car in there or something like that, and then make this a nice porcelain patio the whole way. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you jet wash this it would make it nicer, but it's just still going to look, we've literally done everything throughout, and then this is the last bit.
We're going to go from here as well.
Yeah.
We're going to go from right this edge all the way.
Yeah.
Just get rid of them.
My worry is what's underneath it all. And how straightforward is it going to be? Because what we can't afford is for like a week and a half's worth of labour on this, can we?
I use Chris's 40.
Yeah. It's 40 quid well spent. Don't break it though, John.
This has been laid on sand. Yeah, there's no hard floor under that. There's a layer of sand and mud, so yeah, this would all have to come.
So you're going to have to then dig down. Hardcore base.
Well, there is that company in
It's a
Norfolk.
big job, isn't it?
The mini diggers are 40 to 50 quid half for a day for a mini digger, for a little one. So we could get that in. We'd have this all scraped out in a day.
Yeah. How long would we need to lay it? Labour?
Probably like a couple. I did mine in like 2 weekends and 2 or 3 weekends hungover. So on a fresh week,
Yeah.
it would be.
Okay.
What should we do? Well, it's up to you.
I think we've got to do it. I really don't think we've got a choice at this point, to be honest. I don't. It wouldn't sit well with me to leave this when we've done everything else. It's going to look lovely to leave people with this.
Like, I mean, they'll be great.
Especially these the sleepers are going to be in.
Yeah.
Which is going to make it even stand out even more. That it looks. It's like you've done nice planting at the back, nice lawn, sleepers, and then look at this.
Yeah.
And then and then two options: either move that back or leave that, not make more work, and just put another one in. So you have two sections to shut it off.
Yeah. Put one of them low ones, maybe. Or no,
Yeah.
high one.
You might as well just put a high one, mightn't you? You could just create a bit of a segregation where you put your bins and all your stuff you don't want someone to see.
Yeah.
You may even find someone wants to put keep their bike in there, or like their other little bits and bobs, and then when you're sitting out in the garden on a nice day, it's sort of still hidden. Just taking a look at the new Tassie Waste brochures that have landed from the printers. So last week you saw us kind of signing these off and just the final tweaks and on the proofing, and lo and behold, they have now landed, and I'm really pleased with how they come out. Went for a nice sort of matte lamination cover, some nice photography by Sam the man on the graphics and the sort of vehicles out and about on the road, and some of the team shots. And the idea with these is that I want to try and start getting in front of some local authority and other businesses and that sort of stuff. So we've got a couple of meetings with some local estate agents and people that are involved in property from a commercial point of view, to see if we can sort of introduce our services in quite a professional manner, with a showcase of the work that we do, the service offering, and a nice pricing guide in there as well. Some case studies of our work, and I just think it would be a nice thing to pop in front of a meeting and slide across the table, sort of back up and reinforce everything we're saying. I just don't think enough people invest in doing this sort of stuff, especially in that waste sector and that industry. So looking forward to getting these in front of decision makers across Norfolk who may well need our help in commercial clearances and waste removal. Very pleased. We have just spent an hour or so working with the waste team, Mikey and Chris, on putting together our first little sort of 40-second or so trailer for the waste collection business and the rubbish clearances and that sort of stuff, the Tassie Waste company. And what we did is we just staged a little driveway, laid out some sort of a mock scene of a rubbish clearance to a homeowner in Norfolk, and we shot some scenes of the team turning up and the greetings and basically the process, just to alleviate people's concerns and understand and create a bit more of an understanding from our Facebook and Instagram sort of advertising, to change the creative a little bit. Instead of just photographs and graphics, we wanted to create actually a little bit of video content, very short, sharp, snappy piece of content that shows the process and how easy and frictionless it is for homeowners to use that service. So we just went down there, sort of coordinated that, got some nice shots, and hopefully now we'll be able to put that together and create a really nice bit of creative to use for our paid advertising, which will be really nice to then benchmark the conversion rate on that piece campaign that we'll run versus some of the other sort of more standardized images and case study graphics that we use, and just see how the customers respond. We can also use the video on our website. I'm just big believer in making sure that you invest the time in this day and age into creating really powerful video content. Photos are very important, but I just think videos, so many people are consuming that short form pieces of content now. We're not good enough at it, or especially on the totally branded side. We're trying to get better at it, but we're very focused on long form. But we've just been experimenting recently on short, sharp, snappy 30-40 second clips. And they seem to be doing well, and so we want to get that done for the waste and some of the frequently asked questions and concerns that our customers are emailing in. And when we go out and see customers, or when we're actually doing a waste clearance, the things that come up and the positive points where they say, oh, it was really good to know you were a licensed waste carrier, it was this, it was that. We want to then use that to shout more about it and take that and turn it into short form bits of content that we can push out. So yeah, really successful. Looking forward to seeing how that bit comes together. Now we're on our way back to the office, and we are in for a jam-packed afternoon. I am just reviewing all of the in-house products that we stock and brand at our facility over the road, the in-house production facility that makes all of the totally branded promotional products that we sell to our customers. I've got a report in front of me from the first 6 months of this year, basically, the first half of 2024. Looking at by every single SKU, so say like different pens, different notebooks, different paper bags, all the mugs, by every individual SKU. And we do just under about, at the moment, 400 SKUs that we stock and decorate in our in-house facility, which is quite a lot. And I'm just making a bit of an assessment on the SKUs that are really selling well and the SKUs that are not really shifting, and that we're taking a long time to churn that stock, making some quite difficult decisions on changing the min and max stock holdings based on the seasonal trends and the way the market's changing, and just looking at some things potentially may just need to be discontinued and not stocked and decorated here, just because you might be sitting on £10,000 worth of stock that you purchase for something that doesn't actually sell for 6 months. And because it's so rare, and once in a blue moon a customer wants to buy some. So yeah, it's a new thing for me that I'm learning, and we're just having to make some decisions on that. And then there's other things that we're not stocking enough of, and we're just sort of understanding how we need to be potentially bringing more in, so that we do have enough on the shelf so that we can meet the demand for our customers on those tight lead times when they do want things in sort of 3 days. So I'm working my way through that. Obviously, technically, over time, this would become the role of like a proper procurement manager, which we will get to at that point. But for now, this kind of thing is sort of falling to me to make those decisions and looking at getting those systems in place, reviewing it really what should be every 3 months or so. But I'm only getting around to it every 6 months, and that would be the benefit of having somebody dedicated to doing this sort of stuff and really analysing where we're buying, how we're buying, when we're buying, and what quantities, and forecasting that, and really liaising with the accounts department from a cash flow perspective. And then obviously with ops and the warehouse into what, we might have a maximum stock that we ideally like, but is it actually possible, given the space we've got, to hold 50,000 of something, of just one SKU? So it's difficult, but we're working our way through that spreadsheet, making some adjustments, and get that re-imported into the system, and that will then sort of change the goalposts for the team in terms of when to trigger new purchase orders to buy new pallets of stock in as things meet their new min and max stock levels. Important, but lots of numbers and lots of data, and I'd say nearly 400 lines through Excel to burn through one at a time and analyse the data for and change the figures. So that is what we're doing. We are wrapping up another week, and I'm feeling like I've been on the craziest roller coaster, and I just feel so tired. I'm really looking forward to just taking some time off at the weekend, just with no plans, just to reset. It's just been really up and down the last few days. There's just so much going on. I just feel like I'm really overstretching myself, which is something I'm very guilty of. People warn me, and then no one can tell me though. I just keep going until my body says no. So quite traumatic. We have a mystery smack on the van that nobody seems to know anything about. So trying to now deal with that. We've also got a puncture on the back tyre today, which is not helping. So it's meant the van is parked up this afternoon until we can resolve that. So yeah, it's just been one thing after another. I think people that have a fleet on the road probably understand that a little bit more, because it's new to us, but it teaches you something about the power, the detrimental power of having one in your business. Like, we've only got one van at the moment because this is a startup. If this van breaks or needs to go in the garage, we can't service any customers. The same with like our print machines. The machines where we've got multiple of the same machine, if one breaks, at least we don't delay all of the orders, because we can move things around and put, make it still work. But same with one big customer, one senior person in the business. It's the most dangerous thing. I've always tried to avoid one wherever we can, and yeah, just a little thing that I'd pass on is the fact that if something breaks and you only got one, or you lose someone, it's very detrimental and dangerous. So feeling a little bit worn out, which I apologise that my enthusiasm isn't there, just feeling a little bit under it. Somebody has kindly smacked the van, damaged it, which is going to cost money, and you just don't need it. You just don't need the additional stress, but these things are sent to try us. So we have to persevere and keep going. We're pushing things on, there's lots going on. It's been a bit frustrating this week. There's been lots of confidential stuff and certain meetings I couldn't film, but we're moving a lot forward. So it's a shorter vlog than we would like, but there is a lot happening, and hopefully I can bear all over the coming weeks. Thank you for being here. Till next time, goodbye.